to first understand this comic, we should understand this comic. In the Black Panther tie-in to the King in Black story, all one shot, beautiful image over there. But Black Panther's gonna defeat the symbiote threat that's happening on Earth. You remember how Earth was wrapped in that goo? What T'Challa will do is shoot into the sky with the sonic arm cannon of Ulysses Claw. That creates this huge gap in Wakanda. Like you can see Africa. I'm showing you the right page, right? You see Africa there in this panel, and there's a hole exposed. So if someone were to travel from space and want to get into Earth, they would look and they would say, hey, look, right above Wakanda, there's an opening that just popped up. Let's go there before it closes. Now, if you say that one story happens before the other, that would explain why there wasn't a hole in this comic. We're talking specifically when the light shows up right here. The Enigma Force. When that shows up, and it's like, man, I'm trying to get into this Earth thing, but it's not working. Let me bond with Silver Surfer. That's the only way. False. Wakanda created a hole. This story happens before this story, because in this story it makes reference to how Aurora was lost. If Storm is under symbiote control here, but she gets out of the symbiote control here, that means this happens second. Problems. Marvel, Donny Cates, Jeffrey motherfucking Thorne, C.B. Cebulski. What's the editor's name? Let's get him before I make my point here. The name of this comic book editor is cover artist. Okay, Danny Chasm, Devin Lewis, Nick Lowe, executive producer. You people, everyone. This is the message with all that build up. Don't do tie-in comics unless they tie in. Because I don't like that I spent $5 on this and it doesn't feel like it was a story in the Marvel 616 the way that this is. Now, this is a love letter. If you were an old-time fan and you wondered about the Enigma Force, motherfucker, Captain Universe, if you were always someone who believed in Jean Grey, you get to see her shine. Namor had his own little moment here. Everyone had something that happened to them in their olden days and referenced here again. Silver Surfer showing up and the way that he zipped through everybody was really, really, really cool. Donny, or that's Ryan Stegman's artwork here matched. I know that the next comic is going to be delayed, and I'm sure that's because of the artwork. That's fine, I'll take it. I love the way Spider-Man is just narrowly escaping. Think of how much times we've seen Spider-Man drawn in a comic book. And look at the desperate sea. Desperate sea. That's a word. Look at the desperate sea that he is escaping from in this image as compared to the last time you've seen him in a Spider-Man comic. It comes through with the rips and tears in his mask. Yeah, that's how it's done. So shout out to Ryan Stegman for that. There's a little bullshit moment here where Null is going to speak to fucking Dylan. He's going to say, I'm your dad. Because, you know, symbiote ghoul and surprise parents. What did you think about that one, Logan? About the surprise parents? What do you think? As a guy who has a bunch of surprise kids that keep popping up in his... How about you, Riri? Riri? You've got a dad who's magically... Look, he's alive. Her biological dad is alive. As revealed in issue number 11. Who else is on a poster here who's got mystery parents? Thor? Didn't they just change his mom recently? This is like the Phoenix Force's mom, like the original Phoenix from 1,000,000 BC. Who else has got mysterious parents here? Carol. Carol's got mysterious parents. Is Carol on? No effect. When I heard that Dylan, or when Noel claimed to be Dylan's dad, that was baloney. Alright. Jean Grey is the voice that they've been seeing. In the previous comic, Silver Surfer was that voice. that had all the text boxes, and we were reading the dialogue, not knowing who it was, and then finally, here he comes, Silver Surfer, shout out Jack Kirby. When writers do that, let me bring it back to this book. It's better when you do it this way, and Jean Grey way. To me, it's played out to have a mysterious text box talking the whole comic, and then at the last page we find out who it is. I like getting the revelation midway like this, when we found out it was T'Challa talking to T'Chaka. I like finding out midway when we found out it's Jean Grey and she's Omega, because we played the guessing game, who's the telepath? Well, there's the one on Earth called Jean, and there's Emma, and there's Professor X. The Inhumans have telepaths, don't they? But didn't Donny Cates eradicate them? Yeah, he did. So it was fun playing the guessing game, and I'm happy to see Jean Grey shine, because I am a Jean Grey fan. Jean Grey, Jean. I love Jean. Let's see. There's probably more things I'm forgetting to say. Like, there was a page here where I just saw Doctor Strange power up, and I'm like, yeah, that's because didn't Donny Cates write Doctor Strange? Maybe this is related to that. So I feel like if you were someone who was into Marvel, not like me, but as an old-time fan, then you're like, yo, this feels like a Marvel comic. And I appreciate that. And for that, I'm giving this comic 10 out of 10. Even though it didn't hit with me, I know that there were points. I know there were strikes. And even though I didn't swing at these strikes, those were still perfectly good pitches. That's a great analogy. My name is Chillmonger from Disney Plus. Specifically, minute 58 or 56. I'm forgetting now. I gotta recheck. Go watch Marvel's Behind the Mask on Disney Plus. Me and the team did our best working on that. I'm gonna go review other books, like this one. Actually, I didn't like this one so much, but this was a cover by. Beautiful cover. And if you want to see what happened in Champions, check out whatever video I do next. This will probably be the next one. Like, I'm just gonna sit down here, click off, and then start talking about the Champions, which I got 2 covers of. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Because I support things that I like.